Welcome back to BibleGlimpse. If you've ever experienced house hunting or perhaps been through the process of purchasing land, you're well aware of the highs, lows, sometimes downright bizarre moments that come with it. Now imagine if Zillow or Airbnb existed in the times of the Bible. What would the reviews look like? Desert view, spacious tents, occasional oasis. Today at BibleGlimpse, we'll dive into Genesis 23, where Abraham finds himself negotiating for a piece of property. But it's not just any piece. It's a burial place for his beloved wife, Sarah. While this ancient real estate negotiation may not have a modern realtor, it does have something that many of us can relate to: the ups and downs of buying a place and truly making it ours. Let's get up to speed with a reading from the New International Version.
Sarah lived to be 127 years old. She died at Kiriath Arba, that is, Hebron, in the land of Canaan, and Abraham went to mourn for Sarah and to weep over her. Then Abraham rose from beside his dead wife and spoke to the Hittites. He said, "I am a foreigner and stranger among you. Sell me some property for a burial site here so I can bury my dead." The Hittites replied to Abraham, "Sir, listen to us. You are a mighty prince among us. Bury your dead in the choicest of our tombs. None of us will refuse you his tomb for burying your dead." Then Abraham rose and bowed down before the people of the land, the Hittites. He said to them, "If you are willing to let me bury my dead, then listen to me and intercede with Ephron son of Zohar on my behalf so he will sell me the cave of Machpelah, which belongs to him and is at the end of his field. Ask him to sell it to me for the full price as a burial site among you." Ephron the Hittite was sitting among his people, and he replied to Abraham in the hearing of all the Hittites who had come to the gate of his city. "No, my lord," he said. "Listen to me. I give you the field, and I give you the cave that is in it. I give it to you in the presence of my people. Bury your dead." Again Abraham bowed down before the people of the land, and he said to Ephron in their hearing, "Listen to me, if you will. I will pay the price of the field. Accept it from me so I can bury my dead there." Ephron answered Abraham, "Listen to me, my lord. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver, but what is that between you and me? Bury your dead." Abraham agreed to Ephron's terms and weighed out for him the price he had named in the hearing of the Hittites, 400 shekels of silver, according to the weight current among the merchants. So Ephron's field in Machpelah near Mamre, both the field and the cave in it, and all the trees within the borders of the field, was deeded to Abraham as his property in the presence of all the Hittites who had come to the gate of the city. Afterward Abraham buried his wife Sarah in the cave in the field of Machpelah near Mamre, which is at Hebron, in the land of Canaan. So the field and the cave in it were deeded to Abraham by the Hittites as a burial site. This concludes the reading.
Genesis 23 starts off with the death of Sarah. Even today, funeral planning is never easy, but in Abraham's time, it was more about finding the perfect spot for the burial. Abraham steps up to the Hittites, essentially the neighborhood locals, asking for a specific piece of property. Now, it's not like he swiped left or right on some ancient version of a property app. Instead, he made a face-to-face pitch. Picture the scene from a modern reality TV show like House Hunters. Abraham, in his dusty robes, is shown around by a Hittite chick wearing ancient sandals, touring potential burial sites. "Hey, over here we've got a cave with views of the oasis. If you look closely, you might see a camel caravan passing by." But while our methods have changed, the emotion remains the same. Buying a place, especially one with sentimental value, tugs at our heartstrings. It's not just about land. It's about memories and legacies. Next we see how the negotiation for this legacy goes down. Abraham identifies the specific land he wants, the cave of Machpelah, owned by Ephron, and he begins an ancient form of the price dance. Ephron, in true salesman style, declares, "Oh my lord, listen to me, a piece of land worth 400 shekels of silver What is that between you and me? Sounds familiar, right? When you ask somebody how much they want for their used, but in good condition, smartphone, and they go, "Oh, it's the latest model, barely used, but that's just a tiny sum." Always the small matter of a few $100s. It's a dance as old as time. One person acts nonchalant while the other grapples with the price. The humor in the situation is that whether it's 2023 or 2023 BC, the art of negotiation hasn't changed that much. Maybe Ephraim could have thrown in a few sheep or a camel to sweeten the deal, just like we get free headphones or a case with our gadgets today. Let's take a look at how Abraham seals this deal up. Once Abraham hears the price, he doesn't haggle. He could have been like, "What if I add a 5-star review on ancient Yelp?" But he understood the importance of the site and the finality of his purchase. He weighed out the silver and finalizes the purchase. Today, sealing deals might involve swiping a credit card or signing a multitude of papers. But in both cases, it's more than just an act. It's a commitment. When Abram bought the cave, he was anchoring himself and his family's legacy to that land. Today, when we buy a house or a plot, it's about creating memories, celebrating milestones, and sometimes saying final goodbyes. In conclusion, Genesis 23 isn't just an ancient land deal. It's a snapshot of human emotion, our ties to places, and the lengths we'll go to preserve memories of our loved ones. While we might chuckle at the thought of Abraham using an app or posting their views, his actions speak of universal truths. We want the best for our family, we respect our commitments, and we want to honor our memories. In a world of fleeting digital interactions and instant messages, the age-old tales from Genesis offer a grounded perspective. Next time you're on Zillow or Airbnb scrolling through the properties, remember Abraham and Sarah. Behind each listing, each plot of land, there's a story waiting to unfold. And that's our Bible glimpse for today. Dive deeper, question more, and find the humor even in the most unexpected biblical tales. Until next time, thank you.